Hey guys, how are you? This is Shady. As I mentioned the first day, I work as a web developer in JBrine Security Solutions. And let's talk first about the header and the different sheets that I included in my header. First, I started off with my JavaScript jQuery source, and then I went to the Bootstrap, and then the second Bootstrap theme along with the latest Bootstrap JavaScript. And then if you look in here, you'll see my last customized style sheet. Now let's talk about the navigation bar, which is right here. I started off by using some classes, including the Bootstrap style sheet. Simply, I created the navigation bar with e tag links. Um, None of them are actually functional, but if you look at the last one more, as mentioned in the assignment requirements, it must include like a drop down menu. I was able to do so with different classes in from Bootstrap and different attributes. The first two attributes that I use are data target and the data toggle, and these two are used to define what kind of drop down you want to use. And in this case, I use a collapse toggle, and the target is the ID for the menu that I'm trying to use the function for. In this case, the ID is more. If we go a little bit down, you'll look at the second piece, which is right here, this whole row. I first included the Rutgers main logo, and then I moved on to the search bar along with the search bar button. After that, I added a column large 4. So we first started with the column large 2 for the logo, and then a 6 for the search bar and the search button. And then lastly, I added the column large 4 for the email and notification share buttons. And if you look down here, these are classes that are used by Bootstrap to identify these shapes, the bill shape inside the button. And then the next part is this navigation menu or bar. We first have the calendar name, and then in the medium 2 column um, section, I included the today and the 2 errors to change the week. After that, I used 1 column large for the date, and here I used 3 column large 1 just to space it out evenly. Although I wanted to like get rid of this space right here and move the small menu all the way to the end as shown in the assignment, but I wasn't able to do that. And after that, I used the column large 4 for this menu. If we go a little bit down, you'll see another drop down menu, which is very similar to the first one we used for more, except this one is an actual drop down toggle, and the toggle is drop down. So instead of collapsing, it actually shows a drop down menu. And same with the with the gears setting button. It's also a drop down menu. It includes different types of attributes. The reason I added the padding left class for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth is to match exactly what was shown in the assignment example and what Rutgers calendar actually have. And then I added some horizontal lines between compact and settings, labs, and send feedback, just to separate it and make a match with the original. And if we go a little bit down, we'll see the create button. And I'm not sure if that was an extra credit or not, but moving on. It does exactly what it needs to do, which is when you click on the arrow, it shows a drop down menu with search and add button. An example: dinner with Demiana, 7 p.m. tomorrow. And if you look down here, there's a button danger, button danger, button drop down toggle. These are all Bootstrap predefined classes, if that's how you want to call it. And also uses data toggle as an attribute, drop down content. And it does the same thing as the other menus. And then it ends down here, and then we start with the small mini or small calendar, however you want to call it. And this one was a little bit tough for me. I had some trouble doing the same thing with the other menus. I don't know why, but I had a problem keeping this right here. What I did is, let me show you. So if you look here, I think the problem, because I had the style sheet, my customized style sheet above the Bootstrap. So as we all know, style sheets, CSS files are cascading style sheets, which means they start from top and then they go to the bottom. And if I had this at the top, it ignores it and then goes to the next one. So what I did is I just moved my style sheet from being first to being last, just to make sure I get all the styles from my customized style sheet. And what I did is I made the position relative, which makes it relative to each div and then div. And then I made the top 0, because if you don't make the top 0, it goes all the way to the bottom, as you see here. And I removed the borders because it looks ugly. I removed any box shadows, and I just added padding to the left side, just 10 pixels, just to line it up with the other content. And if we move on to the next section, we'll see my calendar. Oh, and before I move on, this actually was an extra credit, I believe, and if you look here, it does exactly what it needs to do. Same here with this one. However, this one I used JavaScript just for the fun of it. It's an extra credit, so might as well test my skills and see how good I'm doing with JavaScript. And I also had a problem with JavaScript. My code wouldn't work by linking JavaScript, so I had to add it all the way down to the bottom, as you see. And if you look here, it changes the arrow, just like the original. Um, when I do that with Bootstrap, it doesn't really change. I could fix it with JavaScript, but it does what it needs. So that's more important, which is extra credit, as you guys all know. And same here with the other calendars section. Another collapse drop down menu with the target other calendars as the ID. And then if you guys look down here for the right content, which is this section right here, I added a space for the first one right here because it needs to be empty as the original. And then I moved on to the rest of the divs. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I added a second section. And this section had table border, which is a predefined class in Bootstrap. I removed it from the first one because it doesn't really need borders and it matches exactly the original. And I used column XML for all of them, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I had a problem getting the exact. I had a problem making them all look alike because then I would have extra space here or extra space here. So I just used column XML 1 here and then 2 columns here, 2 columns here, 2 columns there, and another 2 here, and then 1, 1, 1, just to fit it on the whole page. Maybe if any of you has a different or better way of doing it, you can share whenever we meet next time. And that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if there's anything else I needed to talk about or mention. Um, I think that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, you can talk to me when you guys see me in class. And thank you so much.